நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை பயமாக்கவா ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல் நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா ஊருயிர் குறைந்திடும் ஏறுயிருளவா நாளும் ஈசா அருபுரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாடின் தோற்றம் வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா மாற்றமாம் வையகத்தின் சேரே வந்தறிவாம் தேற்றனே தேற்றத் தெளிவே என் சிந்தனையுள் ஊற்றான உன்னாரமுதே உதயானே உள்ளது நீங்க தீபமாய் எழுந்த ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபானவம் அழித்து முக்தி தந்திட மலையாகி நின்ற அருணாச்சலமே மானிட ரூபம் தரித்தவா படைத்து காத்து மறை கழித்து அருளிடவே பரம ஞானம் தன்னை இறை ரூபம் கொண்ட நித்யானந்தனை அருளிடவா வேண்டும் என்று கடல் கடைந்த போது அது வரும் நஞ்சை உண்டு பக்தரை காத்துகின்றார் சிவ சிவ சிவமோ நம சிவாயமோ ஹர ஹர என படைக்கும் சிவ சிவாயமோ நம சிவாயமோ அகதிமியன காலம் முடங்கும் நாளும் ஈசாரல் புரிய நிற்க சரிதத்தில் வாடின் வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா பகவதே ருத்ராய புருஷாய அகோராய வாமதேவாய சத்யஜாதாய பகவதே ருத்ராய புருஷாய அகோராய வாமதேவாய சத்யஜாதாய
போற்றி, மாமுதுரை நீட்ட சுந்தரா போற்றி, அருணையில் உதித்த நித்தியனை போற்றி, மாமுதுரை நீட்ட சுந்தரா போற்றி.
Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. Listen to this revelation intensely. You will manifest this reality now. All the principles of greed is included in the fear. Fear is the higher force inclusive of greed. Powerful cognition is higher force inclusive of fear and greed. Initiation is higher force inclusive of fear, greed, powerful cognitions. Consciousness is higher force inclusive of fear, greed, powerful cognitions and initiations. Same way, electromagnetic force is higher than the principles of gravitation and inclusive of the principles of gravitation. Weak nuclear force is not only higher, it is inclusive of the principles of gravitation and the principles of electromagnetic forces. Strong nuclear force is higher than and inclusive of gravitation force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force. Consciousness is higher and inclusive of gravitation force, weak nuclear force, gravitation force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force and strong nuclear force. So understand, consciousness is not only higher, it is inclusive of all the other four forces. So sit with this consciousness. Paramashiva is real. You will manifest consciousness now. Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva.
नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं तपोयज्ञदानादिभिः शुद्धबुद्धिः विरक्तो नृपादे पदे तुच्छबुद्ध्या परित्यज्य सर्वं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि तपोयज्ञदानादिभिः शुद्धबुद्धिः विरक्तो नृपादे पदे तुच्छबुद्ध्या परित्यज्य सर्वं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वम् दयालुं गुरुं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं प्रशान्तं समाराध्य मध्या विचार्य स्वरूपं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं निदिध्यास्य विद्वान्।
Om Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. I bless you all with this conscious process and initiation. Paramashiva is real. Paramashiva. 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 Paramashiva.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Ekailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems
Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Nidanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattamasyadi Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I've added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing, manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive.
Manifestation. Beautifully, Bhagavan explained what is power manifestation. Becoming alive, making everything listen to you, everything commanding over your reality, you commanding over everything as reality. All this happens when you understand you are consciousness. The fifth force that Bhagavan is describing, Paramashiva, is real. And how to make that as our cognition, as consciousness is real for each one of us, is signs of power manifestation. Science of manifestation is because millions and billions have experienced that, and each one of us can experience that. The pramanas, the evidences to support, to give us the cognitive shift, to make us understand the science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The pramanas, the Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of the Aptas. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, all of them manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Beautifully, they are the authority of Hinduism. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of our manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leelas to showcase how a cognitive shift could raise him to the superconscious space as special species, as consciousness. Paramashiva is real. Shakshi Pramana, experience and the results of millions of disciples, devotees, followers all around the world, initiated by Bhagavan into the science of power manifestation. Bhagavan himself manifesting through each one of us in Kailash Courtyard, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Pratyaksha Pramana, a scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagavan has beautifully given us in Avatar Shastra all the scientific study that has been recorded on Balasans, on devotees, disciples, and Bhagavan himself. Here, let's go to the Shastra Pramana for the power of remote vision. All these greater signs, how Bhagavan is giving us the reality from the Vedas and the Agamas. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, consciousness. Bhairava, one who experienced the consciousness. Tantra is the method. How you have method to assemble a rocket or a computer. You have methods to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. And clearly this is given in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 65, 63, Dharana 40. For the power of remote vision.
With yourself. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of remote vision is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 63, Dharana 40. Sarvam deham chinmayam hi jagatva aribhavayet yugapan nirvikalpena manasa paramodayah. Sarvam deham chinmayam hi jagatva aribhavayet yugapan nirvikalpena manasa paramodayah.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, one should continuously cognize, keeping the mind beyond the moment of the thought, free from any doubt or root cognition, that the whole body, even the whole universe, indeed are simultaneously of the essence and nature of the consciousness in the infinite space of oneness. Then the supreme awakening happens. You experience the one manifesting the cosmic body. How we have the different bodies. When we are in the deep sleep, we occupy the Karana Sarira, where there is nothing other than this exist. And then we get into the dream body, and then the waking body, the Stula Sarira, Shushma Sarira. In this Jagrat state, in the waking state, we experience the matrix, the Maya, the delusion. All that we perceive is only a delusion. When we wake up from this reality, we wake up into the awakened reality. That is the cosmic body, where we can get initiated, receive the higher cognition of the initiation of strong nuclear force, and break open to the time dimension and experience the space as the cosmic reality, consciousness as our reality. The different stages for us to understand how, if you are asked to assemble a rocket, you will not be able to do unless you study all the science. We spend 25 to 30 years of the prime time of our life studying the outer world, which we are going to live another 20 years or 30 years. Here we are eternally present, and we have to prepare something more than the rocket or something in the outer world, where we need to understand the greater reality. And the greater reality is explained by Bhagavan such beautiful manner. How the microcosm exists and how the macrocosm exists. When you are caught up in the fear and greed, you are caught up in the matrix, you don't even know the program runs you. You are already assembled and programmed, and you run only by the program. If you understand that you are in matrix, and if you understand you have to experience beyond that materialistic world, who you are, the consciousness, then you have to prepare yourself If we don't prepare, the reality matrix itself prepares, giving us root shock and wakes us up, and then we run for blessings and initiation. But our very basic necessity, why we are on planet Earth in human body, which is the rarest of the rarest, to experience consciousness as the basic necessity. Forgetting that, we get deluded into the matrix. And then waking up from the matrix, we need to do the same effort how long we got deluded into it. We took the effort to get deluded. We have to take the effort to reverse all that. Bhagavan says to reverse is like how if I have to take every thread of your cloth that you're wearing, and from every thread I have to pull out the cotton and make it again back to cotton. What it is, it takes that much of effort to unlearn all the knowledge that you are holding as labels, as knowledge, as impression, as thoughts. Here Bhagavan gives us powerful space to manifest beyond all this and experience the oneness with Paramashiva, understanding you're not just the materialistic body and mind, but you are consciousness. Consciously experiencing the powerful cognition, completing and understanding that outer world, what you experience, is nothing but you are creating that for yourself and engaging in that. A simple example, if you understand that if somebody you lose in your life, for example, you are a friend with somebody and your friend leaves and gets married, or something happens where you feel the emptiness, that is exactly how you feel when you are unclutched. Unclutched is not just the word, but you really create the empty space in you. Why you feel empty is because your clutched ideas about that person has been suddenly removed. If you remove it gradually, is unclutch. And if you create the space, unclutching from all the things that we know. For example, we are called by some name, a John. We will not wake up. If we are called by your name, you wake up from the sleep. Same way, you are clutched with that word. Same way, if you are called some queen or king, you don't get angry or upset. But if you're called by some names, you are disturbed with those words because you have given meaning to those words, the labels that you carry. Completely unclutching till you understand you have no meaning to any words, anything which is happening in the outer world, or any person, or any status, or anything in the outer world. When you keep on unclutching, you feel that real gap that is happening inside you, the empty space that is happening inside you. When Paramashiva can fill you in and you can experience the oneness. This whole science is creating that space for you to get initiated as strong nuclear fourth force, for you to experience the oneness and understand Paramashiva is real, and you can manifest Paramashiva as your cognition, as reality. All Bhagavan is doing this greater science to the humanity to raise us into a superconscious space, a special species, rather than the suffering birth and death cycle. We don't even know next birth where we are going to land and how long we'll take to come back to such a space where we'll have a God as our guru, we'll have a physical body, and we'll be having a session where we can listen to this great science. With all that perfectly aligning right now, right today, is the blessing of Bhagavan and deep earning from you, which has made it happen. Now experience the oneness and take it to the next breakthrough level of you are Paramashiva, as reality is science of our manifestation. The Apta Pramanas are the greatest rishis, munis, how they lived on planet Earth manifesting these huge powers. Here the Chola king goes to Shiva for asking that he doesn't have a son and he wants a son to Shiva, and with his wife Kamalavati. And this child that is blessed for Kamalavati, she is going to deliver the son, Kamalavati's son, but then the child is stuck in the pelvic region of the backbone, and it is not able to come out. So she says, hang me upside down from the roof and I will push the baby will come out, but yes, I will die, that is okay. Because the astrologer tells them, if you align for few more seconds inside you, and you can have a baby who will rule all three worlds. So she does a sacrifice just for her son to be the greatest king. And this king, whose previous birth was actually a spider. This spider was a very beautiful spider where it built so many webs on Shiva, trying to worship Shiva. But the elephant used to come there and every day remove the spider web. So he used to get very upset and angry. He went and poked the elephant's eyes so that he cannot see where the linga is. And to the greatest surprise, for a spider to have such a powerful space, Shiva appears and blesses him to be the Chola's son. And his name is Kocha Kannan, means red-eyed kid. That is what the name is, and he becomes the greatest king in the next birth. As Shiva blessed him in the previous birth, he will build so many temples for Shiva, and he built so many temples, and this is from Periya Purana as reference. These greater signs, how we exist, how we manifest our greater reality, is beautifully given by Bhagavan. And Bhagavan gives us the greatest possibility how we can experience the consciousness as reality. Ramana Maharshi has never given any method except only one method in his whole of his life. And one devotee went and asked him, can you give me a boon? And Bhagavan says, he used the Brahmastra saying, look who is asking for the boon. This devotee said, Brahmastra will not work on me. I want a boon, whether you're giving or not, tell me. And then Ramana Maharshi beautifully blesses him and says, okay, go and do this. Go lie and look at the vast sky. You will experience the greater reality, what you want in life. The future becomes manifested in your reality. It's so powerful when we are able to see the macrocosm and reflect into our microcosm. Bhagavan says that's the only technique Ramana Maharshi had ever given. Such a powerful technique. That is why he's telling the devotee that great technique for the humanity to experience. Now Bhagavan speaks about in detail how we can experience the Mahakasha as the macrocosm as our microcosm.
I can tell you, I myself have seen with my eyes rishis and siddhas through the samyama. This Raghupati Yogi will make me lie down. My hip has to be on a rock, and my head will be down, and leg also will be down. I don't know. Still, I am not able to find out why. Maybe from tomorrow, when you guys practice samyama, have one or two pillow just on the hip. You have to lie down on the back, but have one or two pillow for the hip. I do not know the reason, but this is what you used to do. You will always have a rock below my back, below my spine, especially the area where the Muladhara Swadhisthana. Backside, you will put the rock, and I will have to lie down. The head will be down, and the leg will be down. He used to put a little big rock, at least 2 feet height rock, and that I will have to lie down. Maybe that was a rock which was near when he used to take me to do the samyama. He will ask me to lie down. You guys may not need 2 feet height, but maybe 2-3 pillows. But it should be down, and you should be able to gaze at the sky. That's the way it should be. So, anyhow, when I used to gaze, I used to do it for a long time. You guys can try, at least do 2 cycles, 42 minutes. But if you can, do even 1 or 2 hours. That's up to you. But do at least 42 minutes. It will be really very powerful. So, I have seen suddenly the very frequency of the body will change. Especially now you guys are going to fast and do. When you fast, your body changing your awareness, transcending the lower awareness and getting into the higher awareness is very easy. You see, when you want to change the gear in the car, if the gearbox is lubricated, The unclutching and changing the gear is very easy. Same way, if you are practicing this liquid diet during this samyama, the changing the gear and you falling into the higher and higher consciousnesses, the entering into the transcendental consciousness will be very strong, very quick. That is why the fasting is used as a powerful technique for enlightenment. I want all you guys to know, this is a very powerful process. When you do it along with this with the fasting, you will really be able to enter into the altered awarenesses, altered states of consciousnesses. Only thing you should take care that you should not get ulcer. Drink lot of juice and once talk to your doctor so that you take care of your health also. You should not have any disease, problem, which will create gastric trouble or any other stomach ulcer or anything because of this fasting. That you need to consult once with your doctor. And take neem juice morning. That will take care of everything. That will take care of everything. I have seen in my life. Very easily you can fall into the higher states of consciousness when you fast and practice this kind of samyama. And I myself have seen the Siddhas, Rishis, Munis, not just in this plane, in this cosmos, in the multi-universe, in the different universes. Your system enters into a suddenly different frequency. You will have the vision and darshan of them. They will appear in front of you. They will guide you. They will even talk to you. Many of your experiences can become inspiration for enlightenment. So actually when you see a Siddha, Rishi or Muni, what will you do? Naturally you will ask for enlightenment, or you may ask for something. They will bless you and it will be a more inspiration. Even if you ask for the worldly things, it will be an inspiration. Once you get it, it will be an inspiration for you to have more and more spiritual practice and samyama and get enlightened. So I wanted all of you to know, there are multi-universes and I have seen them. I even saw some of their infrastructure, how they have roads, how they have traveling systems, how they travel, all those things I have seen. Maybe when time comes, I'll describe all my Akashic experiences, Akashic recordings.
Beautiful. Of multiverse, Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana are the
All this greater truth, how Bhagavan said, Raghupati Yogi made him experience. Our devotees have experienced this greater science as reality. Remote viewing the position of the stars and mapping to the Google astrology and all the astronomy and seeing how the planets or the stars are, and she got it all right. Now we can experience the oneness. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Experience the greater reality. Whatever is seen as stars or planets, whatever details that you want, which gets projected in your inner space, just note it down, and simply at the end of the session, you can verify all that and see it's matching exactly, and then share with the world. If you have the Jnananjan in your Kantamala, you can apply in your third eye and your temple. And if you have a paper and pencil, if you have a partner to give you the questions, that's beautiful. Or you can write down the detail, the constellation details, or about the planets, which you can verify, which you see through your power of third eye, remote vision. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Absolute unclutching from anything that you know as the outer world. Be in the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Sit in the bhava, holding Paramashiva in your third eye and all his words in your third eye. Sit with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands and experience the oneness with Paramashiva, deeply connected and melting into Paramashiva with deep gratitude and love, and experience the oneness, how you go into the deep sleep. Same way, enter into that beautiful Nirvikalpa Samadhi, soft nuclear force, in that beautiful space of oneness. Chant the Mahavakya from your navel center or your whole being, vibrating with that and in deep listening. Listening is the key for manifestation. Each time you listen and continuously cognize, you will experience the greater reality, greater oneness. Now, let's experience the oneness with Paramashiva, entangle with oneness, and start chanting the Mahavakya deeply from your navel center with a deep listening. Whatever appears in your third eye, please make a note and we'll verify at the end of the session. Let's start the cycle 1 of manifesting the power of remote vision.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.